there were a lot of new social platforms that emerged. And thinking about it from each of your lenses, some of you worked in fundraising, organizing, and even awareness. What are some new platforms that were utilized for organizing, fundraising, or awareness?
Yeah, and I also, just to piggyback on that, thinking about like, what spaces that state parties should own or like organizations should own versus what candidates should own, right? Because a lot of the year-round organizing is extremely necessary and important, but a candidate can't afford to pay for all that because they have to spend money upping their name ID, educating about who they are and who their opponent is, and they're doing attack and response, right? There needs to be like a turnkey operation that's been working regardless of who the candidate is year-round, that we can obviously like a candidate can help mobilize even more into those structures, but we gotta like make sure that state parties are trained and aware of the latest tools, and also going to donors, because I think we all know this, like donors love the new technologies, right? And like there's a lot of really good technology that, and we talk about every cycle, like we got any year-round organizing, and it doesn't, there's a few states where it does happen, but it really has to happen in every state. And it's not that expensive relative to the millions and millions of dollars you're gonna have to pay for campaigns will have to pay for paid media. But I just think it's really important for us to like go to state parties and distill exactly, these are the tools that campaigns are just like, I've managed 10 campaigns now. Campaigns are just not going to do this, right? They're not going to say, oh, we're going to do year-round organizing because that's too expensive. The parties have to take that off the campaigns.
Zack teed me up pretty well and stole a little bit of my thunder, but definitely support your state parties.
Amen.
I say that because I work with them for a living, but I really, really mean it. My call to action later is actually going to have a donate link where you can donate to all 30 of the state parties we work with and share your power, split that donation. So please keep an eye on the slide later and send some money their way. But plus one to everything Zack said. They're the ones that we really need to be funding to help build power 365 days a year, every year. Coordinateds come in and they go. That's the nature of a coordinated. And so we really need to be focused on building state parties. And I'll also give a little bit of a plug. One of the ways that we at Stack Labs are trying to work with state parties is to really help them get technology to down ballot campaigns as they come around, as they get spun up and wound down. And so we're working on some technology of our own to really grease the wheels there and help them say, what do our candidates need? Oh, here you go. Get it in 1 or 2 clicks and get connected to the vendor that's going to help you make an impact in your community. So plus one, but support your state parties.